Hello, hello. Good evening. Good morning. Good afternoon. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Wait for a few people to start trickling in here. Hope everybody's doing well on this New Year's Day. Thank you, Ron. I appreciate it, sir. Hey, Matt. Good evening. Happy New Year's. Hey, Drinks with Finn. Hey, good evening. Don't think I've seen you before. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Hope everybody's had a good holiday season, no matter what you celebrate. It's been a busy one for me, so I can't believe the time's already over with and back to work tomorrow for me. But well, good to see you here, Sven. Thank you. Aloha, Denica. Hey, Garrett. Good to see you, man. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Hey, Manuel. Good evening, sir. I've been I'm not sick, but I've you know how you have that you know how you have that feeling like you can tell a cold is trying to come, like you have that feeling in the back of your throat. So I've had that for like 3 days now, and I feel fine, but I feel like something's trying to grab me. But I've been battling it the last couple of days with orange juice, water, some Tylenol, cold and flu, and I feel fine, but still a little bit of a scratchy throat or trying to get one. So, but I think I'm okay though. It's that time of the year. Yes, please hit the like button, please. Thank you. Yep, lots of vitamin C, Manuel. Yep, I if you could buy stock in vitamin C, I would do it because I I take a lot, but I don't know. Just that time of year, colds, flu, that kind of thing. So I don't get sick very often. I usually am pretty good about thwarting it. So we'll see what happens here, but usually takes a few days. So we got 11 people in here, 6 likes. Glad to see everybody coming in slowly but surely. So, did anybody apply for a credit card today? I'm curious to know if you did. I was thinking about that. I was like, you know what? First of the year, it's like someone's got to be going after one. It's New Year's Day. It's like, New Year, clean slate, credit, chill, and food. Hey, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Oh, Matt, thought about the Elon card. Yeah, I knew you'd been talking about an Elon card. I know you and I were talking a little bit. So happy New Year's, Chad. Chad's Money Minutes is here. Good to see you, sir. I did not apply for a card today, so I mean, I guess I still technically have 6 hours to apply for one today, but not on the radar. So, Filmo, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Good to see you. I I've been under 524 for 19 glorious hours. Can you make it 24 hours, Filmo? You can do it. You're almost there, man. Yes, yes, Matt. Yes, I did. More information to come. Hey, Juan, good to see you, man. Thank you, sir. Good to see you. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to you as well. I can't talk today all of a sudden. Oh, Manuel got a garden. I'm assuming gardening for 524, but Where are you at right now, Manuel? Joe Joe said, "I called Chase for the United Club card, but didn't pull the trigger." Well, you have, you know, your East Coast time, so you have 5 hours before midnight to do it, Joe, so I know you were kind of thinking about that card. Ron says, "Probably going for the no fee Hilton for PTU in the next few days." It's a good card. It's a strong card for no annual fee. It's got some really decent earning categories. Yep, happy new everybody. Can't believe it's already January 1st. It's crazy. Filmo apply must apply for card. Must hold can't do it. Hold my hand back. Man, well, you don't want to know. So it must be YOLO 24 then. Yeah. Oh, Matt, you could. I mean, Wape, Tech Yoda's here. Ernest, good to see you, sir. No, no, Wapas are welcome here. I mean, if Joe's my dad, I'm Puerto Rican too, so it's all good. I think that Hilton business card offer is not bad. Matt, that card's not bad. It with 5x on everything. And I mean, it's. I know it gets dogged on. I understand too because of the changes that happened to it this year. But 5x and everything, and it have what's it? I think offer right now is like 175,000 Hilton points right now. I think so. That's the last I saw it. It was I think it was 175. It's not a bad card. If you're wanting a whole bunch of Hilton points, 1324. I'm at 1024, Manuel. So I think if I did nothing on the personal side at all, and that's going to be a hard ask in 2025. I think remember, if I remember correctly, the which is a really good app. You all don't use the Travel Freely app. You should be. It's really good. I think I fall under 524 in September. So Bobby's here. Hey, Bobby, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well, sir. Happy New Year. Bobby has the epic goatee or beard that I wish I could do. Just don't have the genetics for that. I can barely do the goat. So, yep. Anybody else? Is anybody else applying for any cards today? Anybody else jump on one? It's like, hey, it's the first of the year. Let's apply for a card. Sir Anthony Venture is here. Good evening, sir. Good to see you, man. I'm glad to see people here. Juan, you're not late, man. You got here precisely when you meant to. So all good. Not late at all. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting year. I'm dropping the video tomorrow afternoon. I think at 3 Eastern time, talking about point redemption that I happened to find on New Year's Eve that caught me totally by surprise and I jumped on it. So, and I'm glad I did because looking at it again today, it no longer existed. It was gone. So I'm very, very glad I jumped on it today. So looking forward to seeing what you guys think about it tomorrow when I drop it. No, Anthony. Well, I mean, a few days. Should do it, man. Call him tomorrow. I know you're I know you're probably gonna do a follow-up video about it, so Juan says, "I'm at a crossroads. I need to renew my global entry, and I have an Amex Business Platinum to get the 120 credit, but I'm deciding on whether to keep or not. Also have personal platinum thoughts." Well, I have no experience with the business platinum, but obviously the personal platinum. Um, the more that it's been talked about, I know Joe's talked about it quite a bit the last few weeks, but I know Joe loves, and I think also Kiki talks about it too, about the strong points of that card, especially with being able to. Uh, yeah, I'm drawing a blank. 35% on flights. I'm probably wording that incorrectly. Sorry. Um, so I think that's a. I mean, I think that's a killer benefit of that card. I don't know. I'm a computer nerd, so I would actually get use with the Dell credit, but I don't know. I've got the personal platinum's coming back sometime here very soon for me. So I don't know. I could switch and go to the business, but I can't. No, that welcome offer. I couldn't hit the welcome offer because I don't have that kind of spend. So unfortunately, well, maybe fortunately, because if I had that kind of spend to do, most likely there's something wrong. So, but I mean, one, I mean, it, it sounds to me like the business platinum is probably the way to go. Juan, is there a pre-approval tool for US bank cards? I thought I saw one on Reddit, but it didn't check out. I don't know, honestly, Juan. I honestly don't know. I I'm a US bank customer, have been for years. I've got 3 cards with them now and several banking products. I don't ever remember seeing any kind of a pre-approval tool, or you getting marketing from them or something. I don't ever remember ever seeing something about a pre-approval tool, and I would think that would be something that they would advertise, but what do I know? And Joe says he's in the same boat as Juan is at the personal platinum, and the personal platinum's going. Yep, that's what I thought. Anthony, John, are you going to Puerto Rico? Yes, I'm going to Puerto Rico. I have not booked anything yet, and I think I need to reach out to Joe and find out where you guys are staying at. But I have not booked anything yet. But I mean, most likely probably Hilton. And any plans on how you're going to get there, Anthony? I'm going to do Delta. I've got Yeah, I'm going to fly Delta to San Juan. Yep, no question about it. And Joe says I've just used all the personal platinum benefits for 2025. It will downgrade on the 12th. Yep. Yep. I saw your members only message, Joe, that you put out a little while ago. Yep. Oh, another Ron. Hey, Ron, happy New Year's to you too, man. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. So Matt says US Bank has a select pre-approval tool online. There's one for the Altitude Connect, Altitude Go, and Cash Play. Okay, I didn't know that, Matt. You taught me something. See, you taught me something new today. Did not know that. Eric, happy New Year. Looking forward to another year of great content. Well, Eric, I'm sorry to disappoint you, man. I'm I'm kidding, man. I appreciate you. I know you put a lot of comments in my videos. I appreciate you. Thank you. Sorry, I had to go there. But very kind words. Thank you. Happy New Year. Looking, yep, yep. Ron says we'll tune in for the replay later. Okay, thank you, Ron. I appreciate you stopping in, man. Thank you. Juan asking Matt, do you know where I might find it? Juan thinks Juan Garcia. Thanks, John. Yeah, Walmart Plus entertainment credit for Disney Play. Yeah, Does the Amex Personal also offer Global Entry 120 credit, or is it just the Business Platinum? No, the Personal Platinum does too. Yep, Global Entry credit on it as well. I didn't use it on the Platinum, but I know it has it. So I actually paid for Global Entry in 20 in 2023 when I got my first travel card, which was the Sapphire Preferred. I paid for it with that card because I didn't have anything. That was my first travel card, and I was going to Iceland, and I didn't know what my path was gonna be with cards. So and to meet the spend on the Sapphire Preferred, I paid for I had cash sitting in an account to pay for my trip to Iceland. That's how I met the welcome offer, was paying for that trip. And I decided to go ahead and just put my global entry on the Sapphire Preferred too. So, but I know for a fact the Platinum Personal does cover it as well. Joe, we are staying at the I'm gonna pronounce this wrong. Carib Hilton. I probably butchered it, but okay, I'll look into it, Joe. Thank you. Tech Yoda MX gave me a 50K bonus to get the BBP. That's a good bonus for that card. I have until 17 January to apply. Was just waiting until 1 January before I applied so I can dump all my January spend on it. Get the bonus. Sounds like Tech Yoda is gonna be the first person applying for a card this year. Chad's already used 250 in airline incidental credits via my Aspire and CS Plat. I'm saying right, Charles Schwab Plat, and redeemed 270 in credits from the Robinhood card. Nice. Very cool, Chad. Def hot indeed, man. Josh, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Thank you. Happy New Year to you too, man. Hope you had a great Christmas and New Year's. Matt says I need another 180K points for the Caribbean. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Is it Caribe? Jazz got, and I have a first class United trip planned. Going to see what it's like since I have been, since I haven't been for a while. Very cool, man. That sounds awesome, Chad. You have to let us know what it's like. Hey, Chris Schneider's here. Good to see you. Thank you. Hey, I got the pop up jail for the Hilton. No annual fee. Have not had another Hilton. Mm, yeah, pop up jail still a thing. I don't know if you're looking to get. I mean, you could either unless you're wanting the card. I mean, you could also, if you're wanting the points, you could also buy when they're on sale, or also, I mean, could go after the business Hilton card too, but then you're paying an annual fee. So there's that. Juan Meowmix. Hey John, thanks for the gift membership to Sledge's channel. His unsubscribed list was a fun one. You're welcome, Juan. Yeah, man. Yeah, no problem. Glad to do it. Yes, Sledge has some pretty juicy videos. Matt's at Wyoming Mix. Looks like they took it down. Okay, so maybe it's down temporarily for some reason. I don't know. Good to know, Matt. Juan Garcia. Today was Hilton gift card day on Amex Business Platinum and Hilton Business Card. Also dumped to 50 in a United Travel Bank with Hilton Aspire, even though I mostly fly Amex out of MIA. Is it okay? You might mean American, I think is what you're talking. I know Juan, you're an American fan. Probably Amex on the brain, maybe. Juan's thank you for chatting. Chris. Okay, gotcha. Was bonus hunting. Yep. Understood. I don't know if I've ever seen a no lifetime language Hilton, like regular Hilton card offer. Sure, they probably exist, but those might be out there somewhere that could get you past 520 or 524. Geez, I got chasing the brain. Could get you past pop up jail. Oh. Juan's asking Matt, did you see how they added a change to the points earned after April for the US Bank cards? Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, they'll expire 1 year if there's no activity. Yeah, US Bank has the power to be so good if they would just do it. Filmo, having a surplus of points means I can take a 1 hour flight instead of a 3 hour drive. Points help promote my laziness. Hey, man. Hey, Filmo, if you got the points, do it. I look at this is how I look at it, and I think I've talked about this in a video before, but it's like, we're in this game to treat ourselves, right? So, you know, it's like when I didn't get to go to South Dakota and Wyoming this in 2024 just because of just weird stuff happening, but I'm definitely planning on going to South Dakota and Wyoming in 2025, and it's a 10-hour drive to Rapid City from home here. So I could do it. That would be a hateful drive, 10 hours. My plan is to, and it was last year, but it's going to be I can fly there even with lounge visits and be there in 6 hours. So treat yourself, man. That's what we're in this game for, Filmo. Oh, okay, gotcha, Chris. Yeah, I didn't get it anyway. US bank point ecosystems are just pure gamble. Yeah, it almost feels not worth it. I mean, that there's yeah, their cards are good. I mean, the welcome offers are good. Then all of a sudden you have all these points, which are cashable out for real cash at 1 cent per point, at least from most of the cards, um, or purchases through their travel portal. Well, I've never even looked at US Bank's travel portal, so I have no idea what it's like. Oh, Chris, I just did 2 different fine hotels and resorts at a Hilton. They still give you points and $50 daily credit. Nice. So that got me wanting the Hilton points. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I like Hiltons. I've stayed at Hiltons the most out of any brand. Second would be Marriott, and I like both. I like both properties or both brands. Um, if I had to, if I was made to pick one though, it would be Hilton. I mean, I have the Surpass card, so Matt driving everywhere is easy in your 20s. Yep, true. Chris, 2 separate one-night stays, a few days apart. Price was good. Nice, cool. Source King. Hey, Source King, good to see you. Got the Red Aviator. That sub seems really good to me. Yeah, it is a good sub. Really good sub. The Tech Yoda BBP approval just came across. Nice. Nice. Congrats, sir. Tech Yoda claims the crown for first card of the year. Nice. Congratulations, sir. It's a good card. I like the BBP a lot. Matt's in your mid to late, not 20s flights are probably, but yeah. Hey, Michael. Michael Wong Wei Travels is here. Good to see you, sir. There's 25 people in here. Wow. Thank you all for being here. This is awesome. 17 likes. So you can get that up to at least 20. Please, thank you. Michael says, does anyone if the Hawaiian to Alaska miles transfer is still open? Okay, Matt says for now. Okay. I didn't know for sure. Hadn't messed with that yet. I have a Hawaiian account and obviously an Alaska account. Just hadn't tried it. Yeah, it's going to close at some point though. Thank you, Joe, for the visual. Appreciate it. Hugo Boss underwear from Saks. Is it, is it? Are they made with flakes of gold in them? Michael just met my Barclays Hawaiian bonus. Nice. That's a nice New Year's present there, Michael. Getting the Hawaiian bonus taken care of. Happy New Year to you too, Michael. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Oh, now we're getting fashion questions. Chris says, I think it has to stay open. The points are going to fold into Alaska. Eric, John type man, dude, I typo horribly every day, man. Don't feel bad. My my fingers tend to go faster than or my brain tends to go faster than my fingers can keep up with. And yeah, I have to correct all the time. Hugo Boss underwear. Everybody's gonna be wearing Hugo Boss underwear in Puerto Rico. I mean, if they're folding everything into Alaska, it would make sense for them to shut things down, but I'm not sure how that's gonna work though, because if they're keeping the Hawaiian brand, then I don't know, I think that remains to be seen. Um, Matt says it's a question of if Alaska assumes all of Hawaiian's contracts, which they have no obligation to. Barclays is losing the Hawaiian cards. Good point. Matt, okay, yep. Matt says the brands are separate, but the point system will be singular. So if it makes sense, so are the Hawaiian cards going away completely, Matt, or is another bank taking them over, or is Alaska cards going to benefit Hawaiian flights or customers? Or oh, interesting. Okay, I did not see that. They're going to Bank of America. Interesting. Well, that kind of makes sense though, because the Alaska cards are issued by Bank of America. That makes a lot of sense, actually. I don't know why I didn't think that. So they're folding into one program. Rushlock, good to see you, man. Thank you for being here. Hope you're doing well. Hope you and little man are doing well. Oh yeah, Matt. I'm sure that Barclays is going to get a pretty penny from BOA. I know who's got travel coming up here, and I know a few people have some travel coming up like right after New Year's here. I don't quite yet. A little bit far off yet, but one great idea. Everyone with Hugo Boss underwear at the at the PR meetup. So we're all using our Saks credit to get Hugo Boss underwear for Puerto Rico. Awkward. One way travel. Michael, I hope the Hawaiian planes and routes pan out to Alaska award chart. Very advantageous value. Yeah. Josh, Lima, Peru next month. Sadly, nothing else for all of 2025 booked right now. Gotcha. Yep. Understand, man. I saw you talk about Lima, Peru. I'm very interested to hear your experience there. Like, I know Peru is beautiful. I mean, from the pictures and videos I've seen online, like it looks just gorgeous. So looking forward to seeing what you think. Could definitely be a destination. Chad's heading to Denver and DC in less than a week for work, Chad, or I'm assuming so, but Tech Yoda, does being the first new card in 25 count as breaking the seal? Yes, sir, it does. Yes, sir. Oh, oh, Lima only is for work. Okay. Well, I'm interested. I've heard a few people talk about Lima. Obviously, it really hasn't been on my radar yet, at least. So, looking forward to hearing all about it, man. Maybe it should be at some point. Oh, Chowky, yep, for work. Okay, I thought so, but didn't want to assume anything. Chris says, "Don't worry, you will keep all your miles in both the Hawaiian Miles and Alaska Airlines mileage plan will remain separate programs while we develop a single loyalty platform." Gotcha. Michael, I'll be in Detroit for work next week. Also going to that NFL game on Sunday night. Nice. That's gonna be a really good game, man. Yep. That's gonna be a crazy game. Tech Yoda, Ernest, I'm curious what the Alaska premium card will look like. I'm considering switching away from Southwest, and 80% of my travel is up and down the West Coast. I know you talked about that before. I think in my comments on my one of my Alaska videos, Ernest. And I know, man, for you that would make a lot of sense. For anybody on the West Coast, like flying Alaska would just make a lot of sense because obviously it services the West Coast a lot, right? And I'm sure I know a lot of the airports there have like Alaska lounges and whatnot, but also too for you know going overs to Asia, like especially like Japan, like that's right there. And with Alaska being a partner with JAL, and yeah, if I lived on the West Coast, I mean, I could see myself being a Alaska loyalist, but Alaska only has like a couple of flights a day out of Kansas City. They all go to Seattle, obviously, because Seattle's a hub. But I'm curious to see what that card is like too, Tech Yoda. I'm really I want to know what all the benefits it's going to have, and like just to see like how powerful it is. Juan's got business travel to Mexico City in a few weeks. Wow, nice, very cool. Chris, I have to settle on the platinum fee, going to 875, locking in my prediction. Yeah, I think it's going to be somewhere in that range. I think it'll be 9 is what I'm thinking it's going to be, but it's going to be interesting to see it's going to be interesting to see what they raise it to, but also how they change the card as well. I know, there's probably a few things that they're probably going to do, maybe a Resi credit, possibly, um, especially if it's being pushed as a lifestyle card. But going to be interesting to see. I can see them adding, if they added the Hilton credit to the business platinum, I think they should add it to that card too. I wish that they would add it to that card too. I wish that they would, with that big of a annual fee, I wish they would give higher tier um, status for Hilton and Marriott than what they are. But there's a few things I like to see them change if they're going to increase the fee that much. Eric, avoid Japan in the summer. It's like a greenhouse. Yeah, I've heard people say that before. Source King's going to Vegas on January 23rd to 27th. Very cool, man. Staying at Fontainebleau, booked with Amex FHR. Nice. I've never heard of that property. Sounds fancy though. Sounds nice. Take you to Kansas City, Missouri, or Kansas. Well, Kansas City, Missouri is the big city. Kansas City, Kansas is a suburb. Josh trying to go somewhere for Martin Luther King Day weekend. Very cool. Yeah, I don't think I'm going anywhere for Martin Luther King Day weekend. Chris, 900 feels steep to me. Now you're convincing me though. I, you know, I I've seen I've seen a lot of predictions, right? I know you have too. Some people are saying 850. Some people are saying nine. I've seen a few people say $1,000 or 995. Who knows? If it's going to be up that much, there's got to be some positive changes to it that make sense. Resi credit is locked in. You feel like it could be. I could see that. Dugras here with Dugras reports. You have missed nothing at all, Dugras. Absolutely zilch. We've all just been sitting here looking at each other. Good to see you, sir. Glad you're here, man. Oh, Josh is saying just an easy holiday to take off without needing PTO coverage. Yep. Ronba and Iceland Air will start service to from Nashville, Tennessee on May 16th, 2025. You could fly Southwest from KC to Nashville. True. I don't see myself flying Southwest anytime soon. But I mean, Iceland Air's talking about coming back to Kansas City now. So there's that. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but there's talk about it. They actually flew out of here before the pandemic. But I don't know. If I was going to fly Iceland Air, I'd rather just probably fly to one of the Delta hubs, and because all of the Delta hubs are serviced by Iceland Air, so it's probably what I would do. But it is an option, though, Ron. Very true. Tech Yoda, don't the locals pronounce it Missouri? Some people do. Mostly, it's usually the hateful people on the Kansas side that pronounce it incorrectly. But yeah, some people do in Missouri pronounce it Missouri, which I don't know. It's not spelled that way, but I pronounce it the correct way. As a Missouri boy, Dugras, what is your second favorite credit card ecosystem? We know Amex is number one for you. How do you know that, Dugras? I don't think I've really said what my favorite ecosystem is, really, but I'm just kidding. Oh, my second. That's a great question, Dugras. Boy, that's a great question. Man, if you if you made me pick one, man, that's a tough one. If you made me pick one and I would get screwed in normal spend points out of out of any ecos out of any other ecosystem, but if I had to choose one, it'd probably be City. I'm not saying they're my second favorite, but it's the one that makes the most sense from a point earning point of view. Juan says, John, do you think they will raise the annual fee on the Amex Business Platinum first before the personal, just like they did with the Gold last year? It's possible. It's very possible. I could see it would make sense, Juan, if they were to stick with what they've done before to stay in that pattern. So I could very well see them doing business platinum first. Mi hermano Cesar, good to see you, brother. Thank you for being here, man. I really appreciate it. 30 people here, man. This is crazy. Thank you. 30 people, 23 likes. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already. So glad to see you here, Cesar. Happy New Year, sir. Uh, Josh, John ain't getting on that flying bus. Yep. Not if I have to, man. Not if I don't have to. Nope. Vincent Pascal's here. Hey, man, good to see you, sir. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Transfer all Hawaiian miles to Alaska now or wait? Hawaiian miles don't expire, but Alaska miles do. Well, there's been some discussion about that, about Hawaiian, Alaskan a few minutes ago, but if it's a speculative, like you're going to transfer them and just let them sit there with Alaska, then you may want to wait. But if you have plans for them, I would go ahead and do the transfer now. Why not? Also, you don't. Also, we don't. There's been some questioning too about the loyalty programs and cards and all that. But I mean, the points are. I would think that the Hawaiian points would be merged over to Alaska at some point anyway. So, but say if you need the points and because you're booking travel, go ahead and move them over. Manuel Jimenez. Ultimately, I was grounded due to a recent eye surgery. Oh man, I hope you're doing okay, man. I see my doctor next week. Hopefully, he will let me fly. If he does, I'll be headed to Puerto Morales ASAP into Jerusalem. Nice, man. That's going to be an awesome trip. That'll be a super cool trip. I've had some eye procedures too, Manuel, so I know that all too well. I've spent about $15,000 on my eyes, so I'm all about eye health, and I'm very careful with my eyes and all that now. So totally understand. Dude, Cross, there's or Matt, there's no second, only Zool. Check it out. What do you think of the new Superman trailer? I don't know. Superman's my guy. That's my favorite superhero, but I'm not sure. I've only seen it once, and I was kind of basically halfway watching it because I was doing something else at the same time. I need to watch it again. Joe did my first really big hotel redemption for the PR meetup. 280,000 points to give me the fifth night free. Nice. So, Joe, did they give you the fifth night free, or was it a certificate? Cesar City. I, City, they got strong cards. The only problem is if they would just get off their hands and say, okay, Walmart neighborhood markets are a grocery store. We're going to treat them that way. Here's your points. It'd be a different story. Let's see here. I think I fell a little bit behind on. PJ Cruz is here. Hey, greetings from Puerto Rico. Greetings, sir. Greetings from Kansas City. Hope you're doing well. Happy New Year. B yeah, saludos. Yeah, really looking forward to Puerto Rico. It's gonna be awesome. Tech Yoda PSA, you can now go get all of your H1Q1 benefits from all your cards, especially the MX Plat. Yes, you can. Might as well do it now. Do it tonight. That way you're not procrastinating. You won't forget about it. Yeah, well, playing on the Ghostbusters reference. Yep. Oh, that's right. I forgot about the parts of Puerto Rico lost power. Oh, it says, "Oh, you didn't mention anything about it. Has your power stayed on? Are you guys and your family okay?" Manuel Jimenez says, "Alaska and Hawaiian recent merged their status for the rewards program. I have to have both of them. Nice." I didn't. I've never had a Hawaiian account, but I did create one a couple weeks ago actually because of having the Alaska card now and having a bunch of Alaska points. I thought about the possibility of transferring. I thought about the possibility of getting the Hawaiian Barclays card, but I don't know. But I have a Hawaiian account now though. If I decided I wanted to transfer MR points over, but I just no need for it right now. So yep, nice redemption, Joe. Joe says they gave it as part of the promotion. Stay for. Oh wow, okay, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm going to. I'll have to check out that property. Need to do that this weekend. I'll probably get everything booked for Puerto Rico this weekend. Juan, just like, hey, the first point redemption. You know, like I said, we got a video dropping tomorrow about 2025 and my first point redemption that I just happened to. I feel like I lucked into yesterday, scouring around um, on different things. Like, well, I usually just look at. There's tools like CSAT Arrow and but I like Point.me. Just happened to be poking around there yesterday and found something that I was hoping I was going to see at some point, but it blew my mind that it was actually exactly what I needed on the exact time, just out of the blue. And what's even more weird is that it was there yesterday, so I jumped on it, and today it's gone. Like that redemption's no longer there. Like you'd be using like 6 times the amount of points. It's like crazy. T5 March. Hey, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Oh 07 to you. Must be one of my fellow Eve Online mates. Good to see you here. I don't know who you are, but I know oh 07 for sure. For those that don't play Eve Online, oh 07 is basically hello to everybody in the game. Yeah, I don't like I said, didn't really have an agenda. Like I said, I have that video dropping tomorrow. I do also just an update. I am working on. I'm basically almost done with the welcome offer on the U.S. bar card. And again, that offer was the standard offer. 50,000 U.S. bank points or whatever you want to call them. A little bit of a steep spend, but $4,500 in 3 months. But I had some spend to do anyway with like a couple of things around the house, holidays, that kind of thing. So it was pretty manageable. But I think the deadline for the offer is I think it's actually Valentine's Day actually, but it'll be done middle of January. So um like I said, I have a new card coming that I'm going to talk about in a video coming up. I'm really curious to see what everybody thinks about the video tomorrow. So I think if you're still here, Josh, I know you said you had one trip planned this year. I've got one. I've got two. Well, I've got one fully booked now, but it's gonna be a lot of travel this year. I'm looking forward to it. Cesar says, "So it's okay where I live." Cool. Good to hear, man. Okay. Yep. Yep. Yeah. I got. Yeah. Look. Yeah. I look forward to seeing what everybody thinks about the trip booked tomorrow. I don't know. I know several people use different tools and whatnot. There's a MX version of Point.me. I use that quite a bit. And there's Cease.arrow, whatnot. Those do come in pretty handy. I tend to like Point.me better, but all right. Does anybody have any questions for me or anything? Or I know I talked about my cards that I plan on getting in 2025 in a recent video. So I'm not sure. We'll see how well that tracks, right? Because we always see, how many times do we see something pop up on the radar that we didn't expect, and so that totally derails our plan. We have this, we think we're on this path of, okay, here's my game plan, here's my roadmap for the year, and all of a sudden there's, squirrel, and it completely derails us. I know some people are very much some people stick to their guns and they're very good about staying on course. So, Matt, what vaporware card are you most excited about until it launches? Matt, I would say all of them equally. I don't like I said, nothing's really at this point, because I'm so entrenched in the MX ecosystem, and because it gives me what I need, especially with Delta and with the lounges and whatnot. At the moment, I feel like all of the cards that are coming are would just be point grabs. But until they're actually out and actually see what they have to offer, that's my answer for now. But I guess I'm just looking forward to all of them on the outside looking in. Wells Fargo Journey or PenFed Pathfinder? Hmm. Man, if I had to choose one, I think the Pathfinder card is really intriguing. Oh, Eric, I missed your question. Do you ever use any store branded like a charge, like a Kohl's card or a Macy's card or something like that? I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Phil, we gotta make the Chiefs Bills bet soon, brother. Okay. All right. Mike Newland. Hey, Mike. Good to see you, man. Thank you. Hey, John. Happy New Year. Took my first Delta trip to Las Vegas from Austin. Nice. I hope Delta treated you well, my friend. Yeah, PJ. I know. I think a few people in the chat have gotten denied by PenFed of late. Oh, Manuel also says Pathfinder. Joe, I just want to say that I hope that 2025 is phenomenal for you. I know you will hit 1,000 subs soon, and you are killing it. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate the kind words. 2025 is going to be interesting for sure. I hope so. I hope so. Though the channel it's the little engine that could up the hill, so it's climbing, and I'm still in awe all of the time about the number of views that videos get and the number of people that want to watch and like watching me of all people when there's so many people out there that are way better at than I am. So, but I appreciate that, Joe. Thank you so much. You've been a big part of that. You've helped out a lot. I appreciate it. Yeah, Cesar, love the Pathfinder. Yep. Eric, yeah. So, oh, yeah, Anthony. Yep, Coles is king. Yeah, I don't have a store card or anything, and I know they have benefits and all that, but I just don't. I guess if I bought clothes all the time, it would make more sense to me, but I don't know. I'm not a big clothes guy, but although uh, dropping some of the weight I've had, though, I actually, and I'm at a point where I need to buy some new clothes. So, but I know Anthony has talked about the Kohl's card a lot. I do like Kohl's too because Kohl's has a pretty decent big and tall collection. So, and it's pretty nice. So, film. I don't think Anthony's called Chase yet. Manuel PinFit does not. I'm assuming does not like it if you have a lot of recent card openings. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. I think that's exactly the answer that uh, Joe got on a recent application, I believe. You're right, Philmo. Phil Cole does not sell maiden shirts, but I get all of my maiden merchandise from the Iron Maiden store. So, all right, Anthony, I'm gonna hold you to it. I'm gonna ping you in the morning and see if you actually called Chase or not. You must not want the card very badly. That's all I can say, man. PJ, so is it difficult to get a pin fed card? Yeah, I would say if you've had a lot of recent activity, probably so. They probably don't want you. That seems to be what the trend is. I've seen a few people talk about it. Like I said, Joe just did a video about it. So yeah, see, I got denied for the PF. Yeah, 848 FICO score. It sounds like a lot of recent activity. So I don't. If you've had a lot of cards, they must have some kind of a something in 12 or something in 24. You know, rule that they want to abide by. So, but PinFed's got some strong cards though. Hey, Boxer, good to see you, man. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Thank you. Yeah, 848 credit score, FICO score, and they denied the Pathfinder to Joe. That's crazy. It's almost like having an 820 credit score and getting denied by Capital One for the Venture X. Go figure. But well, we're almost at an hour now. I didn't want to keep everyone real long. I just thought, man, this is like the first of the year. Let's start off the year right on January 1st and talk a little bit and see what everybody's doing, what people are thinking about, answer some questions and whatnot, talk about plans and whatnot for travel and whatnot. So, like I said, I am dropping a video tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern time or 2 p.m. Central. So be on the lookout for that. And I'm blown away that 33 people were here earlier. So thank you so much. If you have not hit the like button already, please do. I won't anyway. I won't keep y'all any further. But I appreciate all of you. Like I said, it blows my mind every time I see so many people watch and comment on my videos. So it means a great deal, and it's weird, but it's cool at the same time, and very humbling. So, um, but anyway, I won't keep you any longer. Have a great night, everybody. Happy New Year. Take care. See y'all later. Bye for now.